That's just one building. The entire underground is a giant garage with armored trucks. And they have this huge elevator that brings them in, unloads the money, and then when they're ready to go back out to restock, they bring them back up out onto Wall Street, and away they go. And they do that all day long. It's open Monday through Friday. So, for example, it goes into Indiana, goes to Iowa, goes to Wisconsin. So, pretty much the 6-state radius around here known as the Big Ten, if you will. Go inside there, you'll learn all about the history. There's a museum here. The museum's open, it's free. You don't have to buy a ticket. It's only open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday though. Chicago Board of Trade, our second home for legalized gambling. That's the original home field of the Bears and the Bulls. That being the two markets that we trade on. It's where the agricultural products are traded. And right over here, this giant beige building with the roof up there, and those slivers in the jail cells, that's known as the Metropolitan Correctional Center. So it's where all the people are held awaiting federal trial. We have a couple of special buildings right here. One is administration for the U.S. government. It's called the Klozinski Building. And then the building across the street actually serves as the federal courthouse for the U.S. District Chicago region. So, for example, if you're awaiting trial at the MCC, they keep you up there, they put you in a room. Each cell has its own little sliver of light coming in, so you actually get some fresh daylight in there. And then that rooftop doubles as an outdoor gymnasium. So there's a giant walking track. They've got basketball, they've got volleyball. It keeps you healthy and active. So when your trial date comes, you're not, all sedentary and you haven't lost your mind. You're nice and healthy and you can stand trial alongside your defense attorney. Case in point, or a good example of who's been in there, we've had various governors from Illinois indicted and put on trial here. We've had the former Speaker of the House from Illinois. He just recently had a trial there this summer. You don't ever want to end up in this building. It's a losing proposition. 95 out of 100 cases result in verdict decree. Over here, the only source of color in this entire federal plaza, it's called the Flamingo, sits right in front of our U.S. Post Office. Some days when the sun is really bright, you can't even see in there. I've had people go, well, where's the post office, Chuck? Right there. You can't see it. You can't miss it. So now you can actually see in where the counters are and the employees, but later when that sun gets around the corner about noon, it'll block all that out and you won't even be able to see inside. It's so bright. So all four of these buildings, including the Metcalf building that we already went by, that was established and created by architect Mies van der Rohe. So all these buildings look the same. That's his trademark. This building is very different. It's so unique. They've had this building here since 1895 in honor of Père Marquette. He, along with Louis Joliet, were the first two adventurers, if you will. They went out on all the rivers. They charted all the riverways, waterways, so that we could ship from Chicago to Mississippi River. So they did all the maps for us. We call that the Marquette Building. It's been there since 1895. Originally, this was the First National Bank of Chicago. You can see that lovely old-time clock as a reminder. And then we have here a beautiful Marc Chagall mosaic known as the Four Seasons. And then there's even a beautiful fountain down below. So when you're out here, especially at lunchtime, it's a nice place just to relax, clear your head, especially if you've been in here all day counting money, or you're across the street preparing legal defense in Sidley Law. So usually between the hours of 11 and 1, you'll see this entire plaza come alive. People eating lunch at Rosebud. Later on, they'll have dinner out here. And then you'll always see people down in that plaza. We've got a couple restaurants, including McDonald's and a noodle factory right over there. So when we come back here closer to noon, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So Chase Bank right here, that's the Midwest headquarters. Kind of looks like the Atari symbol when you look at it from the right angle. And then over here, one of the very famous former employees now lives in the White House. Her name was Michelle Robinson. She was a staff attorney for Sidley before she met Barack Obama and became the First Lady of the United States. So Again, it's a 150-year-old law firm. It's one of the oldest here in the city, and that is their main headquarters. So the entire building is all floor after floor legal. And then you've got the banking industry here. One block over is LaSalle Street, and that's just like Wall Street is in New York City. So all of this is financial, all of this is legal. Came by the Board of Trade, so you're just kind of getting a fresh perspective, if you will, on how Chicago earns its living. All right. So everybody needs to make money. This is known as the city that works, one of our famous nicknames that has been bestowed upon us. One of the most famous businesses, who's not even here right now, used to reside in this building. This was the former flagship building for Sears Roebuck and Company. That's why they decided to build the Sears Tower in the first place. They wanted a global headquarters not far from their main store, so they chose the Sears Tower as their main facility for their corporate. That opened in 1973. These guys are long gone. They pulled out anchor back in 2012, so they finally had the going out of business sale here. And then their main headquarters is in Hoffman Estates, so they don't even have a downtown presence here anymore. Everything else is going into the suburban sprawl. If you need a Sears, you got to go out to the suburbs. If you can still find one that's open today. They're closing left and right. Straight ahead on the left where you see that lovely Picasso, that is a gift from Pablo Picasso himself. He christened that back in 1968. He gave it to Mayor Richard J. Daley as a gift for Chicago. It was so unique, nobody even had a name for it, including Pablo. So the mayor asked, what do we call it, Pablo? He said, I don't know. I didn't think that far. I just made it. So they settled on the Picasso. So you might see this from time to time in feature presentation movies such as Ferris Bueller's Day Off or The Blues Brothers. Because this building here was used in the Blues Brothers movie at the very famous final scene when they came back to pay the property tax for the orphanage down in Calumet City. We also have the Eternal Flame over here. It's a never-ending flame, just like they have in Washington for the Kennedy family. It specifically honors Robert and John Kennedy. And then across the street is the City Hall. So that's where the mayor's office is and the City Council. Now, a very special building. You can see part of it coming up here on the left-hand side with that lovely, iconic clock hanging off the wall. That is the Marshall Field and Company building. Long gone, no longer in business. Today it's a Macy's, but the reason we still call it the Marshall Field building, the reason we don't take those nameplates off, this is a very historic building. It's protected by the landmark status. So on each corner, either Washington or Randolph, you'll see two clocks. All right, and that was done for a reason. Marshall Field wanted that to stand out. He wanted people to know what time it was. Not everybody had a watch back in 1880, 1890. Watches were expensive. So he did that as a public service. Plus, he stood out on this giant stage street where all the shops are. So it was very neat. It was very smart, actually. But today you go in there and it's known as Macy's. It's 14 stories of indoor shopping. When it debuted back in 1880, it was the largest full-service department store in the entire Midwest. If you wanted something bigger, you had to go to New York. So it became a go-to destination for people from all around the Midwest. And if you like to celebrate Christmas, that's the place you do. You go in there, every December 1st, they transform it just like magic. It becomes a gigantic Christmas show place. All the windows along State and Washington and Randolph transform themselves into storyboards. So they'll do like one window is going to look just like Santa's workshop. Another's going to be a giant train. They'll put trees in there. I've seen the Grinch, who starred in Christmas features from time to time in there. And then they put a giant, monstrous Christmas tree up on the 14th floor in the walnut room. So you go inside there, and they actually created the walnut room to keep people from leaving the store. So it became a restaurant and a place for a break during your shopping. And a lot of history of that building, but we'll get back to that later. Because right now I want to show you Millennium Park. This Millennium Park here, as you see it today, has been with us since 2004. It opened at a cost of $500 million for 24.5 acres. All right, we've got a lot of special things in there, all of which you guys will enjoy if you go and you hop off the bus and check it out. We've got the Pritzker Pavilion, which is open every day in the summertime. In the evenings, they have live music. All right, and it's an outdoor venue, which has bonus seating down below. That's why there's a roof over it. And the remainder of the seating is out on the lawn. And it is acoustically perfect. There's not a bad sound spot on the entire lawn or inside the bowl. So it's first come, first serve seating if you want the rooftop over you. Other than that, fill in on the lawn, bring your own chair, bring your own blanket, bring your own picnic basket. Adults are entitled to adult beverages, so just consume them accordingly. And then sit back, relax, watch a show in the evening underneath the stars. And then when you're done, you go over and you check out Cloud Gate. That's what Chicagoans call the Bean. So has anybody seen the Bean yet? Okay, what do you think? Pretty cool? All right. So a guy by the name of Anish Kapoor, brilliant architect, created this giant metallic mirror, if you will. His technical term for it was it's supposed to look like a giant drop of mercury. So he called it Cloud Gate because it captures the skyline and the clouds as the clouds and the sun go by. And then later on tonight, if it's clear, we have a full moon, so you're going to be able to see the full moon and the stars. So let's hope all this stuff burns out. You guys will be down there at night, check it out. And it's really just an amazing park because not only does it have a lot of stuff for culture and for the adults, we also offer a brand new visitor for the children. It's called Maggie Daly Park. It's adjacent to the main section of Millennium Park, and you can see it right over here. So if you wanted to rent a bicycle, you can come over here to the McDonald's Cycle Center. You could rent a bike in Maggie Daly Park, or you could bring the children right over here and let children do what they do best, and that's play in a park. We've got slides, we've got swing sets, we've got rock climbing. There's 3 different sized rocks or miniature mountains over here. From time to time we'll come through here on our tour and you'll see kids all the way to the top. They go up on top and they stand up there. They do their King Kong chest banging like they're, on top of the world. It's really funny. But it's yours to take advantage of it. Specifically designed for guys like these two and her. All right, free. All right, you don't have to buy a ticket to go in there. You just have to make the time. There's all sorts of stuff to do. Even in the wintertime, people go in there and ice skate. The Radisson Blu Hotel and condominium building is really unique. It's one of a kind. It's designed by Chicago's very own Jean Gang. She has her own architecture firm here called Gang and Associates, and she designed that specially tempered glass to reflect the sunlight to create an image of blue aqua water on Lake Michigan. And then each one of those beautiful balconies represents the sand along the shore of that lovely lake. So you walk in through the main entrance, check in with the front desk, go in, enjoy yourself in the lovely indoor-outdoor restaurant. Straight above on the main floor of the first level outdoors is a giant pool. And then you can see this from any direction. All 4 sides connect. So they've got all these balconies running around. So no matter what side you're on, you're going to get a stunning view. And you can come outside on your own private balcony. Some people actually live there, all right? Taylor Kinney from Chicago Fire and his fiancée Lady Gaga reside there. So there's a TV show called Chicago Fire on NBC. He's one of the stars. Coincidentally, that's the NBC tower right over there. So on occasion you'll see him walking from here to there and then back again. He'll go there for production meetings. And then later on, especially in the summer, you'll see the film crews out and about in either downtown Chicago or any one of our neighborhoods setting up filming for that show and Chicago PD as well. 2 very popular shows right now. Lots to see and do as we continue our descent. We're going over to stop number 2 right now. Stop number 2 is just on the other side of the Michigan Avenue Bridge. So on this side we have 2. Over there where you see WGN Radio, Chicago Tribune, we have stop number 10. At either stop, those are your access points to the Chicago Riverwalk or any of these boats. Sightsee on these boats, or this is where you pick up the water taxi that you can go down to Chinatown on. Over here, where you see the London House Hotel, originally known as the London Guarantee and Accident Building. Way back when, before it was a giant high-rise, it was Fort Dearborn. Fort Dearborn, at that point, was down below 25 feet at the river's edge. So down in here, from that corner over there, all the way down along the shoreline, was a huge military outpost for the U.S. Army. It was named after Dearborn. He was the Secretary of Defense. So in 1812, there was an epic battle that took place for Fort Dearborn. And over 60 U.S. soldiers and their family members lost their lives in that battle. So the Potawatomi Indian tribe, who was native to Chicago, they were here first. They had about enough of us. So they decided to take up arms and attack us. You can see it right here. So look at that boathouse right there on the corner. That's an actual depiction of that battle of 1812 right over here. So you can go over there, and if you look at the main entrance to that building, you'll see all the historical markings. It'll have a little plaque for you. You guys can actually go over and learn something. This is our stop for two. Anybody coming down?